I feels like people in here work hard because
Taiwan people all the time use umbrellas. All the time.
Yeah.
In the sense that they don't really make small talk. Like in Honduras, like maybe I'm buying like a coffee and the person who's making my coffee starts talking to me.
If I say, okay, everyone goes, oh, and they relieve and they can stand up.
Of like trying to keep into your own like bubble and not bothering people.
Do you think what is the most cultural difference between Taiwan and your country?
What I saw for the first time is that Taiwan people all the time use umbrellas. All the time.
Yeah.
Raining, umbrella. Sunny day, umbrella. It's so weird for me because I love sunbathing, but I think Taiwanese people don't like. So it was very weird for me.
Especially women.
Yeah, because I think they think that it's not really good for their skin, right? Yeah.
That's right.
The second thing is that Taiwan people, if they go out to eat something, right? In Poland, in Europe, when we go out with our friends, we go out to drink alcohol. So
not every Taiwanese they drink alcohol, right?
yeah, especially women, right?
Yeah.
They don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm a beer guy, so I'm beer guy, so it depends on the person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. I like alcohol, so I think alcohol is very expensive here, so that's not good for me.
Yeah. But the beer, I think the price is affordable.
Yeah.
You can just go to the 7-Eleven to grab a beer.
Taiwan beer.
Yeah,
Taiwan pijiu.
Yeah. And what about the people? What is the differences between like Taiwanese people compared to your people? Maybe like personality or the way you think, something like that.
I think they are very, very nice, kind and helpful. But for me, I'm Polish girl, so for me it was at the first time it was a kind of weird thing because they were too kind. You know what I mean?
What do you want? Something like that?
Yeah, and it's not very typical in Poland because if you don't know that person, you just don't talk to that person, right? In Taiwan it's much different because I walk, I'm in the park, and suddenly one person
Say hi to you?
Yeah. I see that in Taiwan it's so normal. It's typical situation, but in Poland, no.
So usually if you go back to your country, like maybe you walk on the street, maybe you just put a poker face on the street, do not bother me.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing is that when I'm in Taiwan, Taiwanese people look at me because I look different, right? I'm Polish girl, I'm from Europe, and they very often want to take a picture with me or of me, right?
Without your approval?
Yeah.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah, very often they don't ask to take a photo, just,
Usually guy or women do that.
Guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. In Poland, it's you can't do that, right? Because I in Poland I look exactly the same as everyone.
Just a random guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if Polish guy meets with Asian woman, that's normal.
Yeah.
He wants to take a picture of her, right?
Yeah.
In Taiwan, it's much different. They always want to take picture with us, and without asking us.
Yeah.
So I think it's not so good.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I think you should tell the guy because you should teach Taiwanese guy. So this is wrong or this is not okay for like Western girl, because sometimes I think they didn't mean that. They just curious. But I think this is a good chance. You can tell them, then they will learn.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
Think you should tell them.
Yeah. It's very common here. But I think I got used to that.
It's not a good thing to get used to. So no, it's not a good thing. So you
feel like a superstar here.
Yeah. Well, it's not good, right?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So I think in my opinion, you should tell the guy.
Okay.
So
okay, right.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much, guys. Where are you from, and how long have you been here?
We're both from Brazil. Yeah, and I think we have been here since
At the end of August.
August. I've been here since October.
Oh, so what brought you to Taiwan in the first place?
So we study at this American university called Minerva University, and the catch about Minerva is that we spend one semester in a different city in the world.
Oh.
So we were in San Francisco in the first semester, then we moved to Seoul, and then for this semester we moved to Taipei.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. What do you think the most difference compared Taiwan and your country?
I was thinking more of like in terms of like cultural norms as opposed to like, I mean, how they dress as well. There's a huge difference. People here,
outfit?
yeah. People I think here are more polished. Like they put more effort into their outfit. Maybe because it's like a difference in the weather. I think so. You have to be more. I don't know. You have to put effort into what you're wearing. But in terms of like cultural difference, I would say again the whole thing of like trying to keep into your own like bubble and not bothering people. The idea of bothering, like for us, like if you come to me and talk to me, like I don't think you're bothering me at all.
I mean, in your country, right?
Yeah, no, it's okay. But here it's like they're trying to like kind of protect your space as well, which I think is cute. But sometimes I would describe it as a bit annoying when you're trying to like get close to them and you don't know like to what extent you're also bothering them. In that sense, yeah.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree with Giovanni. I think that this example is one of that you notice the most when you're here in Taiwan. So, for example, when you are in the public transport or just like in the train, you notice that people will be talking with each other, like when they are Taiwanese.
You cannot scream in the subway or in the bus. Yeah, which is funny because I mean, like I'm used to people talking like in the subway, in bus, and so on. And here's like you have to keep quiet.
Yeah, in the bus, in the subway, it's very quiet.
Yeah.
It's everyone like their place, their
looking
space.
at their phones. Everyone's always looking at their phones.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Yeah. Also, in your country, like people don't do that.
No,
It's really different.
No, I mean you cannot go around in the streets like holding your phone because people like may actually like steal your phone from you. So you usually hide it. You usually would use your phone in a private space. So like in the streets, you don't go around holding your phone or anything. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. Don't do that.
No, I think that other specific thing about Brazil is that we are really touchy. So it's really normal for us when you want to greet someone, you just like go there and hug and kiss.
That's how we greet.
And we're really close with each other, and that's fine. And I think that sometimes we just go really like deep in our conversations. So I don't know, like it's the first time that you met someone and then you already like ask some random questions about their life. I don't think that's something really common here for them. They like just ask like random questions like where you come from, what do you do, nothing more specific. And I think that you need to spend a lot of time to create like this confidence and then for them to trust you.
You speak in your own language, to the audience, maybe to your friend, your family. I think it's cool,
What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want to say, maybe to your family, to your audience,
Ok. Brasileiros e brasileiras, venham conhecer o Taiwan porque é maravilhoso.
Galera, vem pro Taiwan, acho que é um dos melhores países que você vai poder visitar na vida. O pessoal aqui é super receptivo, acho que é uma cultura que eles abraçam muito quem você é, a sua personalidade, eu acho que vocês vão se sentir muito felizes aqui, vivendo no meio dessa galera.
É uma Ásia brasileira.
É uma Ásia brasileira.
Thank you so much for your time. And the first question is, where are you from and how long have you been here?
I am from Sydney in Australia, and I have been here for 5 days.
5 days. Okay, so how's your experience in Taiwan been so far?
It's been good. It's been good. I came here for work, and it's not the first time I've come here, so I've come here maybe 6 times, and everyone is always friendly and happy to help out, happy to help me. So
So what is the biggest cultural difference between Taiwan and your country?
One thing I've noticed is different is the driving culture here.
Okay.
The driving culture and the pedestrians, the walking and the scooters. So everyone in Taiwan seems to drive quite fast and very close to the car in front and very high speed. And the scooters also very fast. And this morning I was walking and I was walking down the street and there's not a proper path for the walking. And so the scooters just very, very close. And I saw traffic accidents and in Australia you have the footpath, the cars they drive slower.
Yeah. Just to
And
keep the distance.
they keep the distance, and it feels more safe.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the
because-
road here are quite narrow sometimes. So
Yeah, because we have so many motorcycles.
yeah.
So many. Yeah.
Like I said before, everyone's always very helpful.
Yeah.
But I'm a designer,
Yeah.
like in the manufacturing, in the healthcare industry. So I work with a company. They have manufacturing here and engineers. They don't want to speak up. So I want to ask them, what do you think? And they say, oh, no, you tell us. And I said, well, I talk to you, you talk to me.
Maybe it's a language barrier. You think?
I think definitely a language barrier, but even with, we went to a factory yesterday, even though met the CEO,
Yeah.
he speaks English, but he didn't want to
Like
talk too much.
Really?
I mean, he did. If I asked a question, he would answer it. But I noticed that everyone was looking at me to
do your show.
to start the meeting,
Yeah.
to ask the questions, and to finish the meeting. I thought they would start the meeting and ask me, but they were looking to me. What do you want to do? And I said, oh, okay.
So usually how it works in your country. So like everyone will share their opinion in a meeting or something like that.
Yeah, so normally when you sit down in a meeting, you'll say, okay, thanks for coming. We will talk about A, B, C, D.
Not you only want to talk.
That's
everything.
right, that's right.
Ah.
And then at the end they say, do you have any questions? You say yes or no. But here I feel like if I say, okay, everyone goes, oh, and they relieve and they can stand up.
Taiwanese do that. It's like, oh my God, I'm really finished. Yeah.
Finish. Whew. Okay, we can relax now.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. Interesting. What is the most difference between Taiwan and your country?
There's a lot of differences, but one thing that I like about Taiwan is how safe it is.
Compared to your country.
Compared to my country, in my country, I could have never left my things over there.
It's gone.
That's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And I also like being able to walk and use a public transportation, because using public transportation in Honduras is like not safe at all. So
Usually you drive, right? You mentioned that.
yeah, it makes me feel more independent.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get uncomfortable when I'm like sitting in the MRT or just like existing, and there's like, it's mainly like older people that just like stare at me. Like
really?
they just like, I look up and they are staring at me like directly, and it's just like I gotten used to it, but it's
Also, especially elder people.
Elder
they
people,
are curious about you.
I guess, but it's kind of uncomfortable because when I feel like someone's staring at me and I just look up and it's just like they're doing this, and I'm just like, okay.
So is there any like an older guy, they try to talk to you, or they just stare?
No, they just stare.
Oh, really? That's creepy.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
creepy. Yeah.
Okay, so what about the people? So what do you think the difference between Taiwanese people and your people?
In Honduras, we're a bit more open, that we are friendlier. I'm not saying that Taiwanese people are not friendly, but
Just cultural difference.
yeah, cultural differences. I do feel that people here are more conserved, because
Concern?
conservative. Sorry.
Conservative, okay.
Yeah. In the sense that they don't really like make small talk. Like in Honduras, like maybe I'm buying like a coffee and the person who's making my coffee starts talking to me, like
you can
asking
have
me
like small talk.
Small talk,
Yeah.
But actually, I prefer the Taiwanese way of not making small talk. But
In the beginning, I just want to practice my English. I got a lot of comments from Taiwanese. I think actually Taiwanese people, they are interesting about, like foreign culture or what you guys think, but they are still shy to talk to you in real life.
Yeah.
So that is really upset for me,
Yeah, I don't know. I do feel it like in right now that I'm in college, that I barely have any Taiwanese friends. Friends that I do have at a university that are other foreigners. Because in the first week when I first came, like when we first started classes, like a lot of my Taiwanese classmates came up to me and were like, "Oh, where are you from?" Like I was just like the foreigner girl, and then they just stopped talking to me. And I do think it's because of
girl to talk to you, right?
Yeah, mostly. But I do think it's because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
because my Chinese is not good, their English is not that good, so it's kind of hard to make conversation.
I see. Thank you so much for your time. And the first question is, where are you from and how long have you been here?
Hi, so I'm from Slovakia, and right now it's my fourth month in Taiwan, and it's my second time I'm already here.
Okay. What is the most cultural difference between Taiwan and your country as your own experience?
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, Taiwanese people, they are so nice, they are so polite. When you ask someone if he can help you or she can help you, they are willing to help you, and they like rules, so everything works perfectly.
Yeah.
But compared to my culture, well, it's so different because we are like a little bit more open-minded. I feel like we are open-minded, and Taiwanese are a little bit shy, but they are so nice. But Slovakians or Europeans, they're like more crazy, or that's my opinion.
What kind of crazy? You mean like in your life, or?
Yeah, I mean in
or a crazy
life,
idea?
Like, ideas, crazy in life, like they're willing to do whatever. But I think the biggest difference.
Okay. So what about the people?
I feels like people in here work hard because compared to the population, Slovakia has 5.5 million citizens. Taiwan has like almost 25 million, 24 million.
Yeah.
So living in Taipei, the life in here is so fast.
Yeah.
And in Slovakia it's like more slow, and it's like, we have a time, take your time. And here like everything works perfectly, like yeah.